I actually wasn't planning on filming today. I had no intentions of picking up the camera at all today. And then I was thinking, I know that there's not very many days left of summer, which is sad. Makes me sad. I don't know what the date today is. August, it's the 14th. So we're halfway through August, and even though I'm trying not to think about fall, I know it's just around the corner. I posted a story on Instagram and I was like basically saying, I don't want to hear about fall decorating, anything that has to do with fall. I love fall and I love all the things associated with fall, but going to the stores and seeing all the fall decor and stuff is a bit much for me, because what I love even more than fall is summer. Summer here is just so short and it makes me sad. It already is making me sad. I'm noticing the days are getting shorter, it's getting darker at night sooner. It's still fairly hot here, so I can't really say much about the temperature. It could stay warm here well into September. Yeah, all the signs of fall coming, I'm just not quite in the zone. Let's just capture another summer day. So today, yeah, it's the start of a new week. Last week Mike was on vacation, like he was off from work last week, which was glorious. We didn't really do anything major. I mean, we just kind of went here and there, did some stuff with the kids, did some stuff just him and I, hung around the house. It was just a much needed, relaxing kind of just time together. A little sad that he's back to work today. Kind of doing some things to catch up around the house, like always with the laundry. I'm actually doing some of my laundry today. I'm gonna go work out in a little bit. Before I go do that though, I am going to make some bread. And so I thought I would just show you guys. I'm not gonna this is not so much a tutorial than more just showing you. So I'm gonna say right off the bat, it is not sourdough, okay? I have tried my hand at sourdough and I haven't completely given up, but for now I've just put it on pause because I've done the whole starter and everything, and every time I get to a certain point, it just all goes downhill. I've tried a few different methods, followed a few different, I don't know, recipes or whatever, and I just can never quite get it past a certain point, and it was getting frustrating, and I was never making bread. And so I was like, I just want to make bread. So I found this recipe. I typed in like easy bread recipe, and I don't remember the site off the top of my head, but I'll try to like put it in here. I loosely follow it now, but it was the starting point. It gives you this loaf of artisan, very much like a sourdough loaf without it being sourdough. I have a gluten intolerance. I try my best to stay away from all things gluten. It doesn't mean I never do eat anything with gluten. I just have cut down drastically. So the reason I'm saying that is because I so far have not had an issue with eating this bread, which is kind of bizarre. Now, I only will have like one slice, so I don't overdo it, but I'm just saying there's other things in the breads when you just buy them at the store. So I'm sure there's other factors, but I just kind of wanted to put that out there. Obviously, if you have an actual allergy, do not. The key, I would say, in all of this is using bread flour. So I just get this bread flour from Walmart. Some of this quick rise instant yeast. This is the Fleischmann's. And you can get this in a big container. I get the packets only because it's the right amount. And so just for convenience, it's like you use one packet. And then some salt and water, and that's pretty much it. I have a bowl, I have my little handy dandy. I like using this flour bread specific whisk because I just like how the dough doesn't get stuck to it as much. I just find it mixes really well. So I use that. You do 3 cups of the bread flour, 1 packet of the yeast, 2, I think it's teaspoons. Yeah, 2 teaspoons. Like I said, I'll leave the link. 2 teaspoons of salt, and I just eyeball it, honestly. And then I think on the site, it says 1.5 half cups of warm water. And this is where I find like you have to kind of play around with it because it's more about getting the dough a certain consistency than anything else. So I actually find I have to use more water than they say. I'll just kind of keep adding in a little bit at a time. You don't want it like scalding hot, but you want it a little bit warmer than warm. You sort of want it to be where the dough is somewhat wet and pulling away from the whisk. You mix everything together, like you do all the dry ingredients first, then you add in the water. You mix everything together, and then it's gonna rise. You'll have bread. So I'm gonna do all that, and then I'll show you what the dough looks like when it's ready to sit out. That the dough looks kind of wet, but it all, like at the end when I was mixing it, it was pulling away really easily from the whisk. As long as all the ingredients are incorporated and mixed, that is literally all you have to do. And then you're gonna cover it. And then what I actually like to do is I will preheat my oven for like a minute, barely even a minute, and then shut it off so that it's somewhat like warm inside, but obviously you don't want it. You're not trying to cook the bread. You want to let it rise for between 2 to 3 hours. And then you throw it in at 450. It's gonna cook for 30 minutes. Sometimes that's another thing where I have to kind of play around with it. I'll check it after 30 minutes, and sometimes I'll have to leave it in a couple minutes longer, covered in a Dutch oven. And then you uncover it for another 12 minutes, and that's what's going to give you that crusty outside and the chewy inside. It's so good, and it has turned out perfectly like every single time I've done it. If you're looking for something just easy and quick, it is still better than, because I know the big thing is sourdough bread, but to me, it's still better. You're making it from scratch at home and you know exactly what is going into it. And sometimes I will make honey butter, where basically you just take butter and you mix in some honey with it, which is really good too. The kids love that as well. I'm gonna get all that into the oven and going, and then I'm going to go get ready for the gym.
Was out drinking, looking for the next thing. I couldn't really settle down.
I just arrived. We're gonna do the gym thing. I'm like sort of wanting to bring you guys in, aside from the embarrassment. I find it like awkward to be trying to set up a camera while I'm working out, especially if it's busy and there's people everywhere and I'm in the weights area. I feel like it's also probably just not wise overall to have like weights dropping around me with my camera there. So I don't know, we'll see. But take my word for it, I'm at the gym. For sure you'll see how sweaty and gross I am after the fact. But anyway, today I'm just sort of doing a full body workout. I'm gonna focus mostly on legs, but I do wanna work on my upper arm, upper back, shoulder area as well. And then I always end with some abs and stretches. We'll see how much energy I have and how motivated I am. I'm here, that's half the battle.
My jolie, oh my jolie. Ah yeah, eh. Every time I come around you, baby girl, something doesn't feel the same. You said that I'm changing, but it's really you. I see how you play those games. Wifey type for a maid man. A queen can make moves, a king can't. Snatch you up, now you taking. Gave you bricks, now you building. A wall up. Lately you and I've been all love. I don't know what's up with our love. You forgetting all about.
All right. My workout is done. It was actually a really good workout. I'm proud of myself. I did all the things I was hoping to do. I was doing my stretching and my cooling down and stuff, and it just hit me. I was like, I think Mike has a dentist appointment today. And sure enough, I was right. It's like one of those things where I knew it, But then all day today I forgot. I totally just slipped my mind because I have the car and he needs the car. So luckily I was at the end of my workout and it's not for like another hour. So I have time to get home and do the whole car switcheroo with him. But anyway, yeah, it just took me a little bit longer than normal because it was kind of busy here today. And so I had to wait for a couple of the machines I wanted to use. So that was kind of the only thing where I would have been done sooner. All right, so I'm gonna have my little snack and I still have I drank most of it, but I have a little bit of this left. My electrolyte drink. So I'm gonna have that on my way home. I have to switch some laundry and then I'm going to check on my bread and hopefully I think it'll be ready to go. So I'll check on my bread and then I will get that into, actually, I don't know, I have to see, I might have to put the lasagna in. I have to see which one I'm gonna do. Either one of them's gonna have to go in first. I might look online for, I'm still like doing homeschool prep and I have an ongoing list and some orders that I just need to sort of double check, you know, of the things that I am going to, orders I'm gonna place before I officially do it. So I might do that for a little bit too while he's at the appointment. And it's such a beautiful day today. It's like 26 degrees that I might just sit on the porch, actually, like on the deck. I might sit on the deck and go through some homeschooling planning, maybe read. I'm currently reading The Unhoneymooners by, is it Christina Lauren? I'm really enjoying it. I've had it on my shelf forever and I've liked most of the things I've read by them. It's like two girls that write together, but I'm trying to get all my summer reads, as many summer reads as I can in, and I'm really enjoying it. I read like half the book in like a day, so I don't know, I might finish that today. We shall see. Anyway, okay, I gotta get home and give Mike the car.
You said that I'm changing, but it's really you. I see how you play those games. Wifey type for a maid man. A queen can make moves, a king can't. Snatch you up, now you taking. Gave you bricks, now you building a wall up, wall up. Lately you and I been all love, all love. I don't know what's up with our love, you forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie, where are you? When I need you the most, you still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting, girl you got me. Called your bluffing, made you something, now you talking. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Oh, my jolie, oh my jolie. My jolie, oh my jolie. You don't turn on me now, you don't get no time for me now, babe. Got him on a rebound. But it's only you that I like, babe. Tout ce que j'ai fait, c'était pour toi. Sur le haut parle, mais t'écoutes pas. Tu me vois crever, mais tu bouges pas. Pourquoi? Whoa, you're wall up. You can't even get the scars up. For us, I don't know what's up with our love. You're forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie, where you been?
That's nuts. Exactly, Dave said. In the positive religious world, an acorn from his mouth can become an explosive shirt. That was Grace, and he was reading stories to the little girls. I'm just sitting on the floor of my bedroom now because I have set up like this unofficial little office area for myself. I have this tray. It's an actual like computer tray because it has spots for like your phone and stuff like that. And sometimes I mean I do a lot of editing and things like in the schoolroom, but a lot of times honestly I like to just sit in bed. It's a lot more comfortable for my back and stuff like that. So the thing though is that my Mac is very old. I mean it still works, but it's very old. So the battery on it is pretty much like non-existent when it's not plugged in. I maybe get half an hour out of it. It kind of just has to stay plugged in, especially if I'm editing. That's why I kind of just, for now, I keep it up here. Like once we start school and stuff, I'll bring it back downstairs and probably keep it in the homeschool room, which is what I normally do. But for now, I just kind of have it sitting here and plugged in, just checking emails and looking up some homeschooling curriculum on Christian book. and The Good and the Beautiful, and I'm trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do PDF versus actually ordering, because with The Good and the Beautiful I go back and forth. Like some years I order everything, other years I print everything, some years I do a little bit of both. It's whatever the mood strikes me at the time. So I need to kind of just figure all that out too. I'm gonna do that for a little bit more while the bread is in the oven still cooking. I'm just waiting to hear the timer go off. And Mike's at his appointment. Somebody is hanging out with me here in the room. Lazy Bones. Lazy Bones. Lazy Bones, Jakey. Yep. Jakey, such a good boy. Such a good boy. I can't believe he's 8 years old. He actually turned 8 just after Everly's birthday. So they're like a day apart. Everly has her birthday and then it's Jakey's birthday. They're actually a year apart too. Still acts like a big puppy. Anyway, if you've ever had a lab or have a lab, then you'll know what I mean. They're like forever puppies. Don't start now. Just because I was talking to you, don't start. See? I can't. Your paw. Oh, yes. It's a nice paw. You got a good paw. Oh, that's a good paw. What about the other paw? That paw. Oh, that's a good paw, too. That's a good paw. Yes, chickies. Chickies. Oh, jeez.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. Do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two. More than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, 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 I can't believe you love me. Oh, 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 I just feel so lucky. Oh, 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 still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars. Nowhere I'd rather be than with you.
All right, dinner is done. That is the chaos, organized chaos that goes on after dinner. Everybody's pitching in doing their after dinner chores. It's a new week, so we have like rotating weekly chores that everybody pitches in to do. And half the time they're doing the chores and half the time they're doing that. Wrestling, dancing, just all the craziness. So on that note, I'm going to end the vlog. Oh, I was gonna say too, by the way, the bread turned out really good. The bread was really, really good. And also, because I talked about being, you know, like gluten intolerant, I had the tiniest little bit of lasagna. I had like, it was maybe 3 bites, the piece I took. And then what I did is I put some couscous on my plate, heated up one of the mango, I always forget what it's called, but it's from Costco, and they're pre-cooked sausages, turkey sausage, mango, something or other, and then the 1 slice of bread. I'm probably gonna take one of my digestive enzymes just in case. I'm feeling okay right now, but just in case. I'm gonna go have a bath and start kind of getting ready for bed. I have to just pull my laundry out of the dryer because it kind of just sat there the rest of the night. Get in my jammies and stuff. Probably read a little bit more of my book. I actually got quite a bit of it read at the park when I took the girls to the park earlier. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Just a little bit of this and that hanging around the house for another summer day. Vacation, summer break, all the things before we start back to school. Who knows, maybe I'll squeeze another one in. But thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to thumbs up if you enjoy these types of videos, and I would love it for you to subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.